One of our date nights, we should go to medieval time.
Aw.
I think for one of our date nights, we should go to medieval time.
Dude, that is so overrated.
In 7th grade for a field trip, I had mono, so I couldn't eat or drink or anything, and I was just in so much pain.
So you didn't get to eat the baby dragon?
No, and I had like a freaking 101 or 100. I was so miserable. Like, that's all I remember from that trip is being sick and not being able to eat. And I got like a blue drink in the light up cup, and I couldn't even drink it. My dad drank. And then I got to bring the cup home at least. I was on the green team.
All I know is I was really obsessed with wanting that flower.
Was wearing the flower?
No, getting the flower that the knights would throw up.
See, I don't even know what you're talking about because I don't remember that. I literally just remember being in pain.
Well, they would send a flower up to the fairest maiden or whatever. So.
I thought you were gonna be the first maiden.
Yeah. I was like, I want a flower! I want a flower! Dude, I was like 12.
Did you guys go for a field trip?
Huh?
Did you go for a field trip?
No.
Oh.
I just went on one random night.
With who? Like your friends?
No, by myself.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
When you were 12?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't go with like friends or family?
No.
Your parents just dropped you off there to go by yourself?
Yeah.
What the hell?
You know,
Why would you bring friends with you?
it's that male privilege thing.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Friends with you.
It's the cow. He's just so cute. Didn't feel like it?
Oh my gosh. I could not imagine.
No, I went with the family.
Oh. Well, we should go. Won't be sick this time. I don't remember why we went for a field trip. There had to have been like relevant to something we like read or something. But it was a field trip. Great. Or it could have just been a fun field trip. Because I want to say it was 6th grade. We went to the movies to see Narnia. We had to read the book, and then we went to see in the theater. And then 6th grade we went to Camp Letts. What camp did you guys go to? Did you guys go to Camp Letts?
Is there a shovel we can get? Like,
Did you guys go to Camp Letts?
I don't even know what that is.
Outdoor Ed?
No.
Where'd you go?
For what?
Outdoor Ed.
I don't know what that is.
Where you go for like 2 nights to a camp?
No, we didn't have that gay shit.
That's required by every county.
No.
Outdoor Ed. You guys didn't get 25 hours of community service hours for that? What did you do in 6 community service hours?
Nothing.
You had to have done something, like a fundraiser or something.
Nothing.
You have to graduate with 75 hours of community service
And you know how much I did of that? 0.
Something. Like in 8th grade, we did a bowling field trip that was a fundraiser for our hours.
I swear on my life, I never once did any community service.
Well, some of them were stupid. Like in 7th grade, I can't remember what it was, but it was like, what was it? I don't remember. Like, you guys didn't do any weird field trips that didn't make sense?
No.
Those are usually what your community service hours are. Most middle schools in Maryland do outdoor ed for community service for 6th grade. You go for like 3 days, 2 nights to a camp. And you do like, one night's like a bonfire, you do stuff like geocaching, like carnivores and stuff. You have chores, so like somebody in your group is assigned to like set up the mess hall, clean up the mess hall, help serve food in the mess hall, stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't
Ours
know what
was
to tell
Camp
you.
Let's. Ours was Camp Let's, so we were right on the bay, so we did some like stuff with like the learning about the bay and the stuff in the bay. You guys had to have done something that you just don't remember.
Dude, no,
Real dumb, like
I remember
half of
getting
our
my
dumb ones were community
transcripts
service.
in high school, and it said community service hours fulfilled, and I was like, I didn't do shit.
Yeah, like that's the thing is you don't always know that they're community. Most
Well,
people don't know that outdoor ed is community
I
service
didn't.
hours.
I didn't do any because I was on the soccer team.
No, these are like just field trips, babe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't do any field trips because I was on the soccer team. So
How do you not do field trips in middle school?
middle school?
They're like required. Yes, you get all your hours in middle school.
Oh, well, then that probably would have been the environmental club.
Like you do all your hours in middle school, and then like it's just random field trips. Like I said, 8th grade for out of hours.
I only did 2 field trips in 8th grade.
Which was what?
That was to some place by a river and to Gettysburg.
The river was probably your community service.
Yeah, but that was 4-ish hours.
Yeah, but like they count lesson time as those hours. Like we didn't bowl for 25 hours. So if you guys learned anything about the river, that trip, or you had a paper on it, or anything like that, those are considering counting.
I mean, like I said, it was 2 field trips, and I did environmental science.
7th grade?
Huh?
Any field trips in 7th grade?
Well, Gettysburg and the Chesapeake thing somewhere throughout those 4 years.
No, not high school, middle school.
Yeah, middle school.
Why were you in middle school for 4 years?
3 years.
You repeat a grade there? You had something in there, like I said, because I can't even remember what my 7th grade ones were. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if medieval times was like part of the um, part of the community service hours.
That's practically my community service hours.
What, medieval times?
Yeah.
How? You went with your family, you said.
No, with you.
How? And usually once you were 8th graders and the 6th graders got to go on outdoor ed, there's like 8th graders who got chosen to go to as like mentors for the outdoor ed for the 6th graders. But of course, my 8th grade year, they changed the camps they go to. So none of us had been to Camp Let's, so we didn't get to mentor. Which sucks because it was my cousin's year, so I wanted to mentor her. And then my grandma ended up chaperoning. It's like, no, I'm okay, I'm glad it. But my dad chaperoned mine, and obviously, like, I'm in a girls' cabin, so he was in a boys' cabin, and he somehow ended up being the parent of like kids' cabin, and they would like try to do all this like stupid prank shit and all that. They busted out a fucking window. My dad.
Your dad somehow got alcohol there.
No, in middle school and elementary school, our teachers loved my dad. Like they would ask him to volunteer on field trips. They even asked him the other 2 years that I was in at like middle school, like when I wasn't even going to outdoor ed, they asked him to go and because he like kept everybody in line. And for the most part, like he would catch straggler kids that would leave their group, and he assigned everybody in the group a number, and he'd be like, "All right, count out." And if you weren't there when your number got called, you got in trouble. Or when your number was supposed to go, like, yell out next, got in trouble. We were in the blue group. And one night I was sneaking out to go, my cabin was right on my boyfriend was sneaking out, and I was sneaking out on the beach, and my dad caught me sneaking.
He's like, oh, ho, ho, little Missy trying to open the clamshell by the beach.
He didn't know I was sneaking out with him. He just saw me inside the cabin. What are you doing? Get back inside your cabin.
That's how you know you're not sneaky.
Well, to be fair, it was like right after we all got assigned into our cabin. Everybody should have waited because the thing was is we had super heavy parents in our cabin, and so like we knew we could get away with it, and like they were all in on it, but we sucked at planning the time for it. We didn't wait till after all the checks were done. But my boyfriend was a little bitch at the time, so I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have shown up. Our 8th grade bowling field trip, we actually got kicked out, and as a punishment, like the rest of the day, we had like in our home, we had to write on a bowling alley. And what had happened was the bowling alley has those arcade machines, like the ball machines that sell plastic rubber balls. And the kids would go and buy them, and then they would think it'd be cool to try to throw them down the lane, and they were breaking the lane because they were like jamming the thing. And so eventually the bowling alley just they cut us off from like the claw machines and stuff, and then like they were making people out from playing, and like still weren't listening. Some people were like throwing the balls, and at one point they like gathered us all in a circle and to like yell at us and tell us that like we were leaving or whatever and getting kicked out. And this one fucking popular kid, he just like kept bouncing the roll. So my dad whips out his fucking knife, grabs the ball from the kid, and just it in front of everybody and scares the living shit out of that kid. It was so fucking funny. And he didn't get in trouble. Like, he should have gotten in a lot of trouble for carrying a fucking knife on a school field trip. No. The fucking teachers were glad. They sent him a fucking thank you.
Alright, so there is storage on this thing. It's just not telling me what I have in it.
Well, you'll know when it won't pick up anymore.
Well, that's how you actually lose if it if it doesn't pull up.
It shouldn't harvest them. Like, when the thing's full, it like lifts and turns off the machine.
That's what I'm saying. As long as it does that, it's fine, but...
Yeah, it won't like harvest anymore.
I'll probably finish this round and then I'm gonna call it there because there's no way I'm gonna put any sizable dent in this. I don't even know. It still says 0% on my contract.
Don't you worry, it'll eventually say 1 lousy%. I've been doing this forever and I'm only at 27%. It just means you haven't made a big enough dent in there to be considered 1%. Like, I've done a pretty decent chunk and I'm still only at 20.
Let's just hire the Amish to do this.
They don't believe in the technology.
Just dress it up like a wooden cart.
My green bean trailer is 41% full. Where's this thing going? I'm gonna empty this green bean trailer and then I'll pull it there on my end of things.
Is this thing automatically adjusting itself to catch everything? It is.
Are you
That
on cruise control or?
I'm on cruise control, but no, the front piece of this is automatically adjusting itself depending on where I'm aimed to get the most of the crops.
Oh. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Idiot.
Oh, where I'm supposed to be dropping this off.
Better not be one of those bugged missions.
What do you mean?
I feel like 2 passes should have at least given me 1%.
Maybe try to fill up your trailer and see.
Oh yeah, that's it. Jesus.
Wait, did it give you a percent?
No. And to think there's still a whole nother field that hasn't even been started.
Literally, I did like over a whole pass, and I like get it. I was like maybe a percent.
Yeah, but still, it just doesn't make sense. We'll have to change out those beehives, by the way, too, because that's our fun income.
Also, I don't know if that chicken coop is usable. I guess the beehives, but then there's like a chicken coop over here by the house. Like, do you see this? Like, you can get on top of the chicken coop. I just don't think we can.
Oh, this. Can you open up a bay door over here?
No, I just closed it.
No, a bay over here. Perfect.
Your health is at 0%.
Hmm.
Why does it say our cow's health is at 0%?
That's just how it be.
Are you killing our cows?
No.
Food and water at 0%?
Huh?
It says their food and water's at 0%.
I don't see how.
Water in their trough.
Hmm. They still look happy, so they're good.
It's 0. Their food is 0.
I don't know what to tell you.
Didn't you have grain for them?
You can see that, right?
On the outside of the pasture?
It's not my fault. It doesn't know how to... anything, yeah. The best we can do is this. That's why I asked about a shovel earlier. Because that was supposed to go in there, but it just didn't transfer over. And I was questioning why. Because let's see. Let's go to animals, like grass, hay, and TMR. So ideally we just need to cut some grass.
How do we get water in there?
That's what I'm going to get right now. I mean, if you want to look in the store real quick and if there's like hay that you can buy, I have the forklift attachment. Is there Worcester?
Where are you purchasing hay? I'm so confused.
I don't know. Farmland? Oh, no.
Because I can buy vehicles for hay.